What's up, YouTube gang? It's your girl V, and I am back with another video. What's up, y'all? Y'all already know by the title, it's another story time. I like doing my story times, and I don't have time for anything else, so I just want to stick to my little story times. But before I get into the story time, if you haven't already, I really need you to go hit that like button, turn on post notification bell so you can know when I drop another video, like how I'm about to drop one right now. And I need you to hit the subscribe button, tell a friend, bring a friend, repost, post it. Get your mom or your daddy, your auntie, uncle, sister, your little baby, get all them to subscribe to my channel, and then come enjoy the video. Okay, y'all. Now that I got the intro out the way, I hate doing the intro because the intro is just so rehearsed. Like, what's up, YouTube gang? What's up, YouTube gang? What's up, YouTube gang? Like, I hate doing that part. So, now since I got that out the way, today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, it's a story time. But y'all know how I do my story times. You know, I'm always talking about, like, somebody else being crazy or somebody else doing something. Today, we're going to talk about my crazy story times. Yes, I'm gonna talk about the time I got a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The time I did some damages, and the time it was me. It wasn't always everybody else. The time I tried to kiss somebody. No. But yeah, today's story time is basically gonna be about the time I stalked him and then I bust his windows. Yeah, did that fat. Don't care, did it. So let's just jump right into the video. So, as y'all know, I was in a relationship with a dog ass nigga. You know how, like, when you're in a relationship with a dude and your stomach, it just tells you, like woman intuition is really serious. Like, don't ever go against your gut. And I know sometimes you be like, well, is it my gut or am I really tripping? You not tripping. You not tripping. You not tripping. Once you put 2 and 3 together, whatever it gets you, even if it don't give you 5, even if it don't give you 5, you still got the right answer.
What?
And it's just law, period. Period. It don't matter. Whatever you get, when you add 2 plus 3, and even if it don't equal 5, if it equal 5, then you know it's just straight facts. But even if it don't equal 5, you still right, because you want to know why? Your stomach, a woman intuition is never going to lead her wrong unless you were, like, really delusional. Like, they got some girls out here that's really hot, but it don't matter. It don't matter. Because when I'm in a relationship and this Tommy get to telling me he doing something, and I'm going to go find out what it is. Like, that's all. It's like the math in your head is 2 plus 3, but, like, you just have to go find the right equation, because you have the right answer. You just gotta go find the right equation. So it wasn't 2 plus 3. Maybe it was 4 plus 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it was a different equation, but your answer always gonna be right. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. But let's get into the story. So now, this particular time, we was really beefing. Like you know how y'all get to the point in a relationship where it's like, well, we not in a relationship no more. So it was like, this was towards the ending of the relationship. Like, this when stuff just really was just like getting out of hand, like ignoring all the toxic signs. Should have been left it alone. Basically, we was fussing and fighting. We got into this last fight. I feel like he was cheating. He got bad, so I kicked him out the house. I'm like, get your bags, get out of here. You got to go. You got to go. You gotta go. So boom, he left and he went where he went. And so, like, we kind of was still talking, like we were still together. Like after we put him out, like we had a conversation, we talked, but we still didn't want to come back and move back with each other because we just felt like the situation was just getting too overwhelming, I guess. So we were still together and still talking. And this one night, the night that we left each other alone, like this was the breakup. Like this was our breakup. We was over after this. Ain't never stayed with each other, ain't never messed with each other after this. So on this particular night, he told me to come over there by him and see him. I was out that night. I was out with some friends. I had just did makeup. I was out. He told me to come by him and come see him. He just wanted to fuck. That was it. I just know he wanted to fuck. But I knew for the past couple of days, because he wasn't sleeping at home with me. So I knew for the past couple of days he was with her. Like, I knew he'd been going over there ever since we broke up. Like, the night we broke up, I feel like he was going, you know, by the girl who he was cheating with. So he just was going, he kept going by her. Now, for everybody who wants to pretend like they have not watched somebody else's page, or this not the page for you, because I most definitely did a lot of watching. When it came to my nigga, I'm gonna stalk, hawk, lock, choke, folk, rock, dog, lock, bitch, lurk, herk, turk, dirk, bitch. When I tell you I was trying to figure out, I'm gonna stalk your mama, cousin, sister, auntie, uncle, it was gonna give me the answer that I'm gonna get. Yeah. So, like, by her tweets, like, I knew that he was over there. But, you know, I'm doing my little thing. So I'm like, whatever. But it's towards the end of the, it's like this ain't nothing that ain't never happened before. So I gets over there and he was like, yeah, he got in the shower. No, I'm lying. I went go pick him up from work. He told me to come get him from work and bring him home. So what he was staying at. So boom, I went go pick him up from work, and then I brought him home. So when I brought him home, we was in there chilling, and like, you know, he got in the shower or whatever, and he was like, yeah. We was having a conversation about, you know, us working on each other, but the whole time it was lies. Like, he was getting ready, like, he was getting in the shower, like, he knew where he was going already, like, and I could tell he knew where he was going, but I'm just playing along in my head. I'm just playing along because I'm not trying to argue with him, because it's gonna go far, and he's gonna do what he want to do anyway, but it still ain't hit, like, you know, like, it ain't hit me yet. Like, it's like, I know what you're gonna do, but it still ain't hurt me yet, like, you know what I'm saying? So we was discussing whatever, and he asked me, did you want to have sex or whatever? I'm like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight, because I know that you've been by this girl, and you know what I'm saying, like, I already know what's been going on. So I told him no, like, I'm good, and he said okay. Now that gave me another hint that I know that you about to go do something, because anytime I told you no, girl was like, kill me, girl, kill me. Can't say girl say no about some I'm sorry, girl say no about some cat. Girl, he would have been like, girl, what when we started doing this? Girl, that would have been an argument. So that's how bad we argue about everything. So he was just letting stuff go. Then boom, I was tweeting on my Twitter about like a white heart, you know, but I was messing with somebody who's my white heart or whatever. It's real childish. And the white heart texted me, and he seen the white heart text me, and the heart was saved in my phone as the white heart. And he seen it. He didn't say nothing. So I'm like, yeah, this nigga about to go do his thing. This nigga about to go do his thing or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right, it still ain't hit me yet. Like, it still ain't never hit me. You know, I know he about to go do, but it's still, my feelings is just, I'm calm right now. I'm not feeling anxiety, you know, I'm not tripping right now. So I'm like, all right, like, I'ma call you. I'm about to go home. So boom. I drove home, and we was on the phone or whatever. Well, no, we wasn't on the phone. We was texting. And I was like, we gonna go to sleep on the phone tonight? Because that's what we did. Like, every night we was going to sleep on the phone. Like, so if we wasn't, because we slept together. Like, we slept in the same bed forever. So, like, when we when he went his way and I went mine, it's like we'll go to sleep on the phone. Like it wasn't no. But he told me, he was like, no, my phone about to die and I don't have no charger. His phone was, and he sent me a picture of his phone on 8% or 3%, whichever one. It was one of the two. So I'm looking at him like, all right, this nigga really lying. Like, I'm like, you in the house, like his mama in the house with him, his sister in the house, and her churn, and her baby daddy in the house. And you mean to tell me all them got iPhones, but ain't nobody got no charger you could use? And that's what I text him and I tell him. I'm like, you in the house full of all of them. Like, if anybody, your mama got an iPhone charger, like, you got your charger, because where else would your charger be? He said his charger was broke. He was lying, because you're not about to go, he wasn't about to go to sleep without no charger. And he could have used his mom's charger. He just wanted to make an excuse. So, boom. Now, in my feeling, in my stomach, I already know it's about to go down. But I go inside. So, I go inside or whatever, and I'm just chilling. I doze off. Now, mind you, he get off at like 11 o'clock. So, that was like around 11, 12 o'clock. So, boom, I doze off. I wasn't never supposed to go to sleep. I wasn't never supposed to go to sleep, y'all. So, I dozed off, but I woke back up. So, boom, I jumped back up, and I'm like, shoot. I text him. My message wasn't delivering or whatever. So, I went to her Twitter, the girl who he was messing with. I went to her Twitter, and like she tweeted something like, I wanted to be under his skin. Like, I love, girl, something like that. Like, something she tweeted like, I love laying under his skin. I love laying next to him. I just be want to crawl under his skin. With the heart that stand for them. Whichever heart it was. Girl, when I tell you I was in shambles when I read that tweet, heart was in my ass. Stomach was underneath the floor. Like, I was in shambles. Like, my anxiety was up to my head. You know how you get when you figure out, like, I just was like a nerve. Like, I'm like, oh my God, she really playing with me. Even though I already knew this. But y'all, the crazy me kicking in. So I'm like, he really playing with me. I'm like, all right, bet. But I don't want to just trip out. Maybe this girl just playing with me. So boom, I went back to his mom's house where he was supposed to be at. Now it's 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I knocked on his mama door and I'm like, I left my medicine. Girl lying. I'm like, I think I left my medicine over here. Let me come get it because I just was over here. She was like, all right. I know she was gonna open the door for me, so she opened the door. Went to where he was supposed to be at, where he was laying at. Wasn't there. He wasn't there. He wasn't there. So I'm like, all right, babe. Crazy really started to kick in, girl. When I tell you, I'm in shambles, girl. Like, oh, my stomach was hurting. I was so hurt. I was in my feelings, girl. Yes, I was all of that. So boom, I drove to her house. That's another story. Like, I knew where she stayed at. We both stayed in the same apartment complex. That's a whole other story. So boom, I drive to her house. Girl, drive to the girl house. Call him. His phone going straight to voicemail. But he blocked me. So I start 69 him. I'm start 67 him. Start 67 the fuck out of him. Like, you hear me? Girl, blowed up that phone. Wasn't answering. Ain't never answered. So boom. I knocked on the door. I went to the door and I knocked on the door. Knocked on the door. Nobody not getting up and answering. So I called her. I got her number from out his phone one time. And he was cheating on me with this girl, like, almost our whole relationship. Like, our whole relationship. But I ain't worried about it because I got my lick back. So, like, he was cheating on me with this girl the whole relationship. So, boom. My stupid ass. I calls her. Now, she making me feel more played, girl, because I already feel played. So, she making me feel more played. And I'm just the wrong girl to feel played because, no, like, I'm gonna get my lick back, and I'm gonna get my lick back when I feel played. So she so I calls her, but she answered the phone, and she like, what? I'm like, come outside. She was like, no, we sleeping good. Like, she driving me. I get into that. She was driving me, girl. So she like, no, we sleep right now, and I'm like, y'all sleep. I'm like, well, get up, wake up. 4 o'clock in the morning. Neighbors and everything. Don't care. Didn't care. Okay, what? So I'm like, girl, come open the door. I'm like, all right, you're not gonna come outside? She was like, no, I'm not coming outside. Boom. I'm like, all right, you ain't coming outside. I'm gonna make you come outside. Then you make him come outside. So the crazy V clicked. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord Jesus. So the crazy me clicked because now I feel super played. Like, yo, I'm so hurt. I feel played. I feel like she won. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff. And for the people who don't ever feel played and don't ever be in their feelings and don't ever have one, this not the page for you. But you can still watch this video and like subscribe and turn your post notification bell too. Like, you welcome too. But this just not the video for you, because guess what? I was in my feelings. Like, I was in shambles. Like, when I was be like, they was shambles, girl, she had me in shambles. Did him in her had me in shambles, girl. He was not answering that phone, and he ain't never played with me like that ever. Like he always cheated or whatever, but he always came back home to me. Like, so this is the first time. Like, he was with her. Like, so bitch, that was new for me. I'm like, wait, you choosing this bitch? And we already was having a conversation about this, because he always was cheating with her. So I'm like, well, you need to pick. But he was telling me he didn't want to be in a relationship and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to hear that. It's either you gonna be with me or you gonna be with me. Like, we ain't finna do all the rest of that. That's your options. You're gonna be with me or we gonna be together. Like, what the fuck? So I'm on the phone with her. I'm like, all right, you're not gonna come outside? She like, no. She laughing. I'm like, oh. So I went downstairs to my coat. And I'm like, all right, I want you to listen to something right quick. Since you ain't coming outside. I set the phone up on her car, and I took the jack out of my car, and I reached back and I hit it to her window, but it didn't break. It didn't break the first time. So I'm like, you hit it? So she like, I know you not messing with my car. So boom, I know they coming. I know he about to come, but I didn't want to get into it with him. I just wanted to just make her feel in shambles. So boom, I pick up the jack again. No, I'm lying, y'all. I didn't have a jack. I had a rock. I took the rock and I hit it. It didn't break. So boom, I went back in my car and I got the jack. So I grabbed the jack, I took the jack, and I reached back like real hard, and I hit that window. And the window broke, like the window where it cracked, like it didn't bust with it cracked. So boom. Once it cracked, I was like, all right. I was trying to be greedy instead of me just getting in the car and driving. Oh, I wanted to be greedy. I wanted to break another window. So I took the thing and I went on the other side and I hit it, but I busted. So I heard up a girl to Jack and I heard it. So they coming downstairs. Like, she going off on the phone. I'm like, no, you ain't want to come outside. So now I got my lick back. So now I'm laughing. I'm like, all right, y'all can stay up there. And so she on the phone. She listens to everything. And she listens to everything going on. So they getting up, putting their clothes on. They coming downstairs now. So once I see him, I try to hurry up and run. Cause yes. So I try to hurry up and run to the car. Y'all, this is so not funny because like I just was going through a lot at this time. It wasn't funny then, but it's just funny now. Like, now I can laugh about it. So I run to the car, but he catches me. Now she just standing there. But so he catches me and I try to drive off, but my car door was broke. Like, if you shut the door, he tried to open the door, but the door was locked. Like, I mean, the back door was unlocked, and I was trying to drive off, but for some reason my car did not want to drive. I had it in neutral. Like, I was trying to move so fast, I took it out park and I put it in, it's neutral, then it's drive. I would put it in neutral. So I'm like, I'm hitting the gas, the thing not moving. My dumb ass, y'all. I'm hitting the gas. It is not moving. It's not moving at all. So boom. By the time I realize it's in neutral, I'm struggling trying to keep the door shut. Y'all, I got nails on, long nails on. I'm trying to keep the door shut because the door not locking. I'm trying to put the car in drive, and I'm trying to hit the gas, girl. I can't multitask, so I know about I know about trying to do 3 things at one time, girl. Bye, girl. I can't do 2 things at one time. So I'm trying to shut the door, but he eventually opened the door, girl. He opens the door and beat the hell out of me, girl. He was really punching me down. He was punching me in the car. He was like, boom, 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 boom. Now that's not funny, but it happened to me. Y'all know I was abused. Y'all know I was in an abusive relationship. So I'm pulling his dread, like he got dreads, so I wrapped them dreads around me, wrapped the dreads around my hand. I just pulled them towards me, and he was still hitting me, but I had the dreads in the car until I could get it in drive, and then I hit the gas, and I drove off, and that's how I got away. And they didn't get in the car and followed me, girl. I think they called the police on me, so they probably use this in court against me, but oh well. I wanted to tell it because it's funny. But anyway, but yeah, I drove off, and so when I drove off, she was in shambles. He was in shambles. He was mad. I texted him. I was like, how that feel? He texted me back and was like, you going to jail? I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if I go to jail. Like, I didn't care at that point. I felt good about myself. Like, y'all, I do not condone violence. That's what I wanted to say. Shoot, I should have said this before the video started. I don't condone doing this. This is not me telling y'all I don't condone bullying. I don't condone violence. I don't condone any drama like that. I don't condone this. This is just something that I did when I was younger and I was foolish and I changed. I'm not the same. I walk away before I do all of this. And that's what you beautiful young ladies who watch this channel need to learn, just to walk away. You do not need to go bust his windows, bust his tires. Don't be bitter. I was bitter. I was mad. I was hurt. And just don't let them get you ugly, because at the end of the day, God got you. And I had karma. I'm going to tell y'all the rest of the karma. After that, I lost my car. Because I did that to that girl car. Or did not. Get some other stuff. But after I did that to that girl car, I lost my car. But I got another one. But still, I lost my car, and I didn't have a car for a while. And I was drove. So that's the truth. That's all of it. So if you go and do something, just know something bad gonna happen to you. So don't do that. But I was in shambles. She was in shambles. She called my phone. Girl, I'm gonna beat you up. And I'm like, well, you just had the opportunity to beat me up just now, but you just let him do it. So he beat me up. You got that fat. I mean, I ain't had to pay no money for that, but that's not funny, y'all, though. But yes, you guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like I said, I do not condone any violence. I do not condone in bullying. I do not condone in damaging other people's things. I don't condone any of that. I just feel like let them have it. Like that's what I should have did. It's funny and all the rest of that. It's a funny joke, but at that time, I really was the one in shambles. I really was the one that was hurt. I really was the one. It wasn't sweet then. It was funny at that moment, but I still cried the next night because he wasn't with me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the truth. So you just, now I didn't deserve to get cheated on. I didn't deserve it. He started with me first, but that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. Don't do this. Not what I'm telling y'all to do. But that's just my story time. So if you guys like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Turn on your post notification bell so you guys can know when I drop another video. And hit the subscribe button to be a part of the Breast Gang, because the Breast Gang is the best gang. If you ain't gang, you lame. But that's it for this video. I'll see y'all in my next video, wherever it may be.